When you are ultra rich, you're able to pull off some big things like owning insane amounts of land or having a fleet of luxurious supercars. But when you are the #1 richest man on Earth, it seems the capability pushes a bit further than that. Apparently, you can build your own space station, as Jeff Bezos is trying to do so. Yes, Jeff Bezos' spaceflight venture Blue Origin announced plans to build its own free-flying space station today. So, what will it be like and how is Blue Origin planning it to be? Guess we'll be having a look at that. Blue Origin, the space company owned by Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, is teaming up with other firms to build a space station in Earth orbit. The group recently announced its plans, revealing the latest concept for a privately built orbital outpost that could replace or complement the International Space Station. They want to launch a space station that will house up to 10 people in the second half of the decade as the race to commercialize the cosmos heats up. The influx of private space station proposals comes as NASA seeks a replacement for the 20-year-old, $100 billion laboratories in space, which is showing signs of its age. Orbital Reef, described in a press statement as a mixed-use business park in space that will support microgravity research and manufacturing, is a joint venture with commercial space company Sierra Space and has the support of Boeing and Arizona State University. For over 60 years, NASA and other space agencies have developed orbital spaceflight and space habitation, setting us up for commercial businesses to take off in this decade, said Blue Origin executive Brent Sherwood. We will expand access, lower the cost, and provide all the services and amenities needed to normalize spaceflight. The design includes a desk space, computers, laboratories, a garden, and 3D printers. The goal, the company says, is to bring the mixed-use business park concept into orbit and lease out office spaces to interested parties, including government agencies, researchers, tourism companies, and even movie production crews. According to a fact sheet released by Blue Origin, Orbital Reef will fly at an altitude of 500 kilometers, slightly above the ISS, with inhabitants experiencing 32 sunrises and sunsets a day. It will support 10 people in a volume of 830 cubic meters or 30,000 cubic feet, which is slightly smaller than the ISS in futuristic modules with huge windows. Blue Origin said that the 30,000 cubic feet station would provide customers with an ideal location for filmmaking in microgravity or conducting cutting-edge research, and said it would also include a space hotel. Sierra Space will contribute its Life Habitat, an inflatable module that launches to space in a condensed form, then expands in space into a marshmallow-shaped pod with a thick fabric for walls. The company could also use its Dream Chaser spaceplane to send astronauts to and from the station. And Boeing's Starliner capsule, an astronaut taxi marred by a hodgepodge of technical issues, is also expected to carry visitors to the orbital reef. Blue Origin's plan is predicated on the idea that the end is coming for the ISS, which NASA is still figuring out how to exactly remove from orbit. While space stations have been helpful for space exploration, Blue Origin Senior Vice President Brent Sherwood argued in a recent op-ed that private companies now have the capabilities to take over much of the burgeoning economy in low Earth orbit, or LEO. Blue Origin is even building a space tug, a transport vehicle that moves cargo between different orbits that could reportedly be used to salvage parts from the ISS and incorporate them into Orbital Reef systems. The proposal by Blue Origin and its partners, called Orbital Reef, only exists in digital animations and drawings, and executives said it could be built by the end of the decade. Blue Origin declined to say how much Orbital Reef will cost to build or how much Mr. Bezos plans to contribute. We are committed to making this happen regardless of what NASA is able to fund, according to Brent Sherwood. So one thing is for sure is that this project is expected to draw hefty financial backing from Mr. Bezos, who is committed to spending $1 billion per year of his fortune on Blue Origin, and it's described a goal of creating the conditions for millions of people to live and work in space. But there's reason to believe that the Orbital Reef project may not succeed in the near future or at all. Blue Origin still hasn't launched humans into orbit, a feat SpaceX achieved last month during the Inspiration 4 mission. Blue Origin also lists its New Glenn reusable launch system and Boeing Starliner crew vehicle as pivotal parts of the Orbital Reef plan, but both vehicles have yet to conduct a problem-free spaceflight. On top of that, Blue Origin isn't the only company vying to replace the ISS. About 12 other firms have already spent space station proposals to NASA's commercial LEO destinations program. Just last week, a space company called NanoRacks announced that it was also developing a space station in partnership with its majority owner Voyager Space and Lockheed Martin. At the same time, NASA has already agreed to pay the space company Axiom Space $140 million to help build at least one module or detachable space station component that will be conjoined to the ISS. Blue Origin will also have competition from the very real Tiangong station that China expects to finish as soon as next year, as well as other proposed private outposts. Jeff Bezos founded Blue Origin in 2000 with the goal of one day building floating space colonies with artificial gravity where millions of people will work and live, freeing Earth from pollution. If this orbital reef space station does see fruition, then it will definitely be one step ahead in its goal. Here ends our look into the plans of Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin's private space station. Would you like to have a trip in it when it's done? Let us know in the comments down below. Be sure to smash that like button and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel to show us your support. See you in the next video.